Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to present a topic about computer and hardware. In this presentation, I will explain what a computer is, the important parts inside it, and how hardware plays a big role in making a computer function properly. I hope this presentation is easy to understand and useful for all of you. Before we go to the content, I will introduce myself. My name is Hafiz Bayaki. I'm from class 17 5A29 and my student ID number is 1723000906. Okay, what is a computer? Computer is an electronic device that processes data and performs tasks based on instruction. It uses both hardware and software to complete different activities such as typing, browsing the internet, playing games, or watching video. A computer works by receiving input, processing it, and then producing output. For example, when we type on a keyboard, the computer processes the input and displays the letter on the screen. So, a computer is basically a smart device that helps us work faster, solve problems, and make daily tasks easier. Main functions of a computer. A computer works through four main functions: input, processing, output, and storage. Input is when we give the data to the computer, such as typing or clicking. Processing is done by the CPU, where the data is calculated and handled. Output is the result shown on the screen or through other devices like speakers or printers. Finally, storage is where data is saved permanently so we can use it again later. These four functions are basic reason why computers are powerful and efficient. Components inside a computer. Inside the computer, the CPU acts like the brain. It performs all calculations and runs the instruction. RAM is the temporary memory that helps the CPU access the data quickly so programs run smoothly. The storage drive, either ADD or SSD, keeps our files, photos, videos, and software safe permanently. And last, motherboard connects all the components together. It's like a highway where information travels, travels from one part to the another. Without these main components working together, the computer cannot function properly. What is a hardware? Hardware is the physical part of computer system. Anything you can touch and see, like a monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer, CPU, case, is hardware. Hardware is what makes the computer and use what's make the computer real and usable. Even if we have software like Microsoft Word or games, we cannot use them without hardware. Hardware and software depends on each other. One cannot work fully without other. Types of hardware. There are four main types of hardware. Input device, such as keyboard and mice, allow us to send information into the computer. Output device, like monitors and speakers, show output the result of the computer process. Storage device, like a flash drive and hard disk, save our files for long-term use. And last, processing device, such as CPU and GPU, handle calculations, graphics, and operations that make the computer work. Each type of hardware has an important role to make the computer useful. Example of a hardware device. There are some common hardware device we use every day. The keyboard, let us type the text. The mouse help us click and navigate easily. The monitor shows everything we do, and the computer CPU tower contains important components like motherboard, CPU, RAM, and storage. The printer allows us to print physical documents. Speakers provide sound output when listening to music or watching videos. For storage, a USB flash device is useful for transferring files, and external hard drive is used to store bigger data. These examples show how hardware includes both internal and external devices that make computer use easier. Relationship between computer and hardware. A computer and its hardware cannot be separated. Without hardware, a computer cannot function physically. And without software, hardware cannot do anything. So, both must work together to make the system usable. This relationship is important to understand because it shows how technology depends on the both physical components and digital instruction. Conclusion. To conclude, computers are powerful machines that depends on hardware to work. Hardware forms the physical body, while software gives instruction and life to the system. Computers have changed how we study, work, and communicate. Understanding hardware helps us understand how technology function is our everyday life. And this is my reference. There is three reference. First, the GFG Global. Second, we Wikipedia, and the last is explaining computers. That is all for my presentation about computer and hardware. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.